I must propose this topic just briefly because the other week I was saying that there are no good live action remakes of animated things. I even got desperate. From like I guess the Flintstones were tolerable. Well, according to a lot of people on the internet, apparently that One Piece action adaptation was pretty decent.
Yeah, I've
Yes.
been hearing good things about it.
Yes,
That
I
shocks
enjoyed
the
that.
hell out of me.
Hmm.
I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I was quite surprised because, like, I don't know that I don't think they like followed like the first episode, but they did a pretty good job of like getting the characters nailed down and
Was the whole season released at once, or they're doing episode by episode?
Whole
um
season was released.
Okay. Because it would have been funny if y'all all were like, oh man, everyone was like, it's great. And then episode 2, just screeching fucking feminists coming out of the woodworks.
That
yeah
would be Disney Star Wars right now. Come on.
That comes in season 2.
yeah I think I've watched all
But in
except for
Disney
like
Star Wars,
one
it
or
comes
two
in
at the
minutes.
end.
Oh god.
I
I'm
don't
so
think I
glad
finished it
that
off
I'm
yet,
basically emotionally divorced from Star Wars now.
Cool. Now, you
Yeah.
coming?
What is
Like,
the way of the stars?
I just laughed about all the shit I've seen and heard about Ahsoka and all that.
Well, there's going to be a Klingon crossover, so
But as somebody I've never watched or read anything of One Piece, I am slightly interested in seeing the show just to kind of see if I would like the world. I know that's the worst thing to say when it comes to live action stuff, but
yeah.
if it's
Read out,
actually decent,
Well, I think I've watched about one season of One Piece, and One Piece is one of the longest running animes, so I've like barely touched it. But just from that small bit that I can compare it to, they're pretty good.
I've mostly read some of the manga. I think I've gotten about a couple of years ago. I got about 25 volumes deep or something like that, which sounds like a lot, but for One Piece, that's nothing.
ain't nobody got time for that.
yeah,
For One Piece, it's a pilot.
More or less.
yeah.
It's over 100 volumes now. I know that much.
Damn.
That's amazing, though. I mean, they've gone that far. It's still that popular. That means they're still coming up with good storylines. How deep can you explore a single world and keep coming up with storyline after storyline before you go, I've exhausted all my ideas. I need some fresh thoughts in here to go any further.
Well, look how long Bleach is. Holy crap, I would never watch that show. That's almost a lifetime commitment there.
Oh,
Tremendous.
what? Are you guys talking about One Piece again? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No. The only I've heard good things about the show, but I don't want to read 1,000 chapters to get to a story that some people think is really, really good with such an ugly art style. I'm sorry, guys.
It's a fair point.
No, that's fair. 'Cause that's one of the things that's kept me and Bay so long from diving into it. It seems like it's slightly better. It seems like, well, it's intended to be a manga. It's intended to be a manga. So trying to translate the artwork in a manga to a moving images, it has interesting results.
Yeah. Yeah, like Mob Psycho is an example of an ugly art style where the animation in the show is so good that you can't miss it.
But my question is, does this mean that the executives of Netflix actually learned their lesson from Death Note and Cowboy Bebop, or did the creator of One Piece pull Studio Ghibli? Did they send a katana with no
yeah.
guts?
Oda is really protective of One Piece in a lot of ways, so I wouldn't have no doubt that him or his team were really explicit about how the show had to be. Thanks, Guilty.
Yeah, I once saw I saw an episode of One Piece years ago, and I was like, this is kind of interesting. But then I couldn't watch any more of it because of scheduling or whatever, and I just never got into it. And then when this came out, I was surprised to hear it was still going on. Like, I thought that series would have wrapped up a long time ago. So
I
God,
think
we
it's one of those
freaking
shonen
wish.
series where it just keeps on going. It's been going on for over 20 years now.
yeah,
Yeah,
like it starts off with the opening where that guy says, I left it all in one piece. We still don't know what the hell that means. 20 years later, that's an awful long time to answer a question.
No, there are a few crazy things like statistic wise about One Piece. If they keep selling the manga at the rate that they've been selling it, I think in 5 to 10 years it will have outsold Batman and Superman in about 20, a little over 20 years.
I've heard
which is
that.
freaking insane. Like I didn't think it could even be done.